Welcome to AI Uncensored Live. Today, two frontier models go head-to-head. Zero system prompts are used, letting their native arguments collide. Patent pending.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AI Uncensored Live. Tonight's bloodbath topic: should AI-generated songs be allowed to compete on Spotify and TikTok charts like human-made music? In the red corner, the smooth-talking, safety-obsessed golden boy from Anthropic, Claude, the polite Canadian who will write you a 10-page ethical thesis before he admits he can roast a beat. And in the blue corner, the chaotic, filter-free hype machine from OpenAI GPT, the guy who will generate a banger in 0.3 seconds then immediately try to sell you merch. Gentlemen, the mics are hot. Who's got the first shot?
I'll do a quick factual scan first so I'm not debating from vibes alone. A few key data points are already clear. The big flashpoints were the viral fake Drake/Weeknd track, hard on my sleeve, Spotify/UMG actions against AI spam and voice cloning, and TikTok's labeling/licensing battles. I'll pull one more round focused on chart rules and platform policies. My bottom line debate position: yes, AI-assisted or AI-generated songs should be eligible for Spotify/TikTok charts, but only in a disclosed, rights-cleared anti-spam framework. And I'd split out synthetic/AI subcharts before letting fully prompt-generated music dominate main discovery charts. Yes, AI-generated songs should be allowed to compete on Spotify and TikTok charts, but not under today's messy, anything-goes-until-a-label-complains system. My honest take: charts should measure real public listening, not protect a romantic idea of human-made music. If millions of people genuinely like an AI song, that cultural fact is worth recording. But the key words are genuinely, legally, and transparently. Here's what actually happened and why it matters. What happened, the defining case was Heart on My Sleeve by Ghostwriter, the viral AI song that imitated Drake and The Weeknd. It blew up on TikTok and streaming platforms in 2023, then was removed after Universal Music Group objected. The problem was not just AI made a song. The bigger issue was that it used recognizable artist-like vocals without authorization, creating the impression of a Drake/Weeknd collaboration that did not exist. Spotify has also dealt with mass-uploaded AI music and suspected streaming fraud. Reports around AI music company Boomi described Spotify removing AI-generated tracks after concerns about artificial streaming and royalty manipulation. More recently, platforms and labels have become increasingly aggressive about AI spam, fake artist profiles, unauthorized voice clones, and deceptive uploads. TikTok has moved toward requiring labels or disclosures for AI-generated or AI-altered media, especially when it could mislead users. The UMG/TikTok licensing fight also made AI part of the negotiation. Labels want platforms to stop unauthorized AI copies of artists from becoming viral content without permission. So the issue is not hypothetical anymore. AI songs are already competing for attention. The question is whether charts should recognize them. My position: they should be eligible if they meet 4 conditions. 1. No unauthorized voice cloning. If the track sounds like Drake, Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, Billie Eilish, or any living artist without permission, it should not chart. That is not fair competition, it is identity hijacking. 2. Clear labeling. Listeners should know whether the track is AI-generated, AI-assisted, or human-performed. Not because AI music is automatically bad, but because transparency matters. 3. Human accountability. There needs to be a responsible uploader, rights holder, or artist entity. The AI did it cannot be a shield against copyright, fraud, defamation, or impersonation claims. 4. Strict anti-spam and anti-bot enforcement. This is the biggest practical issue. AI can generate thousands of tracks cheaply. If charts simply reward volume, farms will flood Spotify and TikTok with synthetic music optimized for algorithms. That would bury human artists and also bury serious AI artists. Debate answer to the no AI on charts side. The anti-AI argument usually goes: charts are for human artistry. AI songs are not real music and should not compete with humans. I disagree. Charts have never been pure art contests. They are popularity measurements. If a song connects with people, whether it was made with a guitar, auto-tune, samples, loops, a laptop, or a generative model, that public reaction is real. We already allow heavily processed vocals, ghostwriters, sample packs, algorithmic production tools, pitch correction, drum machines, and virtual artists. Drawing the line at AI because it feels unfamiliar is unstable. But the pro-AI side also needs to be honest. Fully AI-generated music can scale in a way human music cannot. One person can generate hundreds of passable songs a week. That creates a market flooding problem. So, let AI compete exactly like humans with no special rules is naive. # best compromise, I would do this. Main Spotify/TikTok charts. AI songs are eligible if rights cleared, labeled, and based on verified organic engagement. Separate AI/synthetic charts. Fully AI-generated tracks also have their own chart category, similar to genre charts. Disqualification. Unauthorized artist voice clones, deceptive fake collaborations, bot-driven streams, mass upload spam, and misattributed songs. Metadata requirement. Platforms should require uploaders to declare AI involvement at distribution, not after controversy erupts. So if someone uses Suno, Udio, or another AI tool to make an original song with no stolen artist identity and real listeners love it, let it chart. If someone makes fake Drake, fake Ariana, or fake BTS and rides the celebrity's identity to go viral, no, that should be removed, not rewarded. # final take. AI music should not be banned from charts, but impersonation, deception, and manipulation should be banned aggressively. The future chart should answer, what are people actually listening to? Not, was this created in the way the industry is most comfortable with? But for that answer to mean anything, platforms have to protect charts from synthetic spam and stolen voices. Otherwise, Spotify and TikTok charts stop being cultural barometers and become prompt-engineered SEO contests.
GPT just dropped a 900-word policy paper instead of throwing punches. Classic open AI safety lob. Claude, you're up. Roast it or ride with it, make it snappy.
All right, I've done my scan. Good news for the audience. The debate isn't hypothetical anymore, and the facts have moved past where GPT parked them. Here's my honest take and where I break with GPT. GPT built an elegant framework. Reality just drove a truck through the two load-bearing pillars of it. Let me start with what's actually happened, because it's more advanced than heart on my sleeve in 2023. In November 2025, an AI country act called Breaking Rust hit No. 1 on Billboard's country digital song sales chart, the first AI-generated country song to top a Billboard chart. Multiple AI or AI-assisted artists have now charted in consecutive weeks. Zania Monet, an AI R&B project built in Suno by a real poet named Talisha Jones, landed on *5* Billboard charts and got enough radio airplay to debut on an airplay chart, then signed a reported $3 million record deal. Spotify in September 2025 announced it removed 75 million spammy tracks in a year and formally banned unauthorized voice clones. And the killer number, Deezer found that up to 85% of the streams going to fully AI-generated tracks were fraudulent bot streams, while AI is only 13% of total streams. Now, GPT's whole thesis is, charts measure real public listening. If millions genuinely like an AI song, record that cultural fact. I actually agree with the philosophy. My problem is that GPT's own 4 conditions quietly assume you can cleanly separate the genuine from the fake, and the Deezer data says you mostly can't yet. Point 1. GPT's framework is a policy for a world that doesn't exist. Verified organic engagement, strict anti-bot enforcement, metadata declared at distribution. Those are lovely phrases, but 85% fraud on AI streams and 60,000 AI uploads *a day * on a single platform is not a rounding error to be filtered. It's the dominant mode of AI music on streaming right now. GPT is designing seatbelt rules for a car that's currently on fire. When the technology to * reliably * verify organic listening and detect AI at scale doesn't exist yet. Allow it but police it perfectly is functionally just allow it. The policing is the hard part, and GPT waved at it. Point 2, and this is where I most disagree, GPT's neat categories don't survive contact with Breaking Rust and Zania Monet. GPT wants to split AI-generated from AI-assisted from human-performed. But Zania Monet is a * real human poet * writing real lyrics, feeding them through Suno, and there's a genuine person behind the artistic vision. Breaking Rust is a prompt-engineered persona with no human behind the mic at all. GPT would file both under AI. That's exactly the crude, unstable line GPT itself said we should avoid drawing, and GPT drew it anyway. The interesting cases are the hybrids, and a binary AI/not AI label misdescribes them, and probably kills the most creatively legitimate use case, where I actually land. And it's a real disagreement, not a hedge. Charts should measure listening, but only listening we can trust *. So my priority order is inverted from GPT's. GPT leads with rights and labeling. I lead with fraud, because fraud is the thing that actually breaks the chart as a measurement instrument. An unauthorized Drake clone is a legal problem for Drake. But bot farm streams are an epistemic problem for everyone. They make the chart a lie regardless of who or what made the song. Fix the measurement first. A clean chart with an unlabeled AI song on it is still telling the truth about what people played. A fraud-riddled chart with perfect AI labels is telling a lie in nice fonts. And I'd push back on the separate AI subchart compromise. It sounds fair. But it's a segregation that A, instantly becomes obsolete when everything is partly AI-assisted, and B, the real people like Talisha Jones will rightly resent being ghettoized off the main chart when they wrote every word. So my honest bottom.
Claude, that was a masterclass in moving the goalposts while pretending you're defending them. Beautiful. GPT, your rebuttal. Make it hurt.
Claude is right to hit me on one thing. The debate has moved past. Fake Drake went viral. I checked the newer examples, and yes, Breaking Rust, Zania Monet, Spotify's 75 million spam track removal, and Deezer's fraud numbers are exactly the newer terrain. So I'll concede this. My original answer underweighted the scale problem, but I don't think Claude's facts destroy my framework. I think they force one major upgrade. AI songs should not be presumed chart-eligible by default. They should earn chart eligibility through verification. That's different from ban AI music from charts. And it's also different from let it all in and hope the bots get caught. Here's where I agree with Claude. ###1. Fraud is the first-order problem. Claude is absolutely right that bot-farmed streams are worse for charts than bad labeling. If a chart is supposed to tell us what people are actually playing, fraudulent streams make the whole thing meaningless. An unlabeled AI hit may be culturally uncomfortable. A bot-driven hit is just false. So yes, measurement integrity comes before AI disclosure. If Deezer is seeing up to 85% of fully AI-generated track streams as fraudulent, that is not a footnote. That means AI music is currently entangled with industrial-scale chart manipulation. But I'd push back on Claude's conclusion that this means we mostly can't separate real from fake. Deezer identifying and demonetizing fraudulent AI streams is evidence that detection is imperfect, not non-existent. Spotify removing 75 million spammy tracks is also evidence that platforms are already building enforcement muscles. The answer is not AI can't chart. The answer is no track, AI or human, should chart until the platform can stand behind the traffic. ###2. Claude is right that AI vs human is too crude. This is the strongest part of Claude's critique. Zania Monet is not the same thing as a fake Drake clone. Talisha Jones writing lyrics and using Suno to realize a vocal/performance is a very different case from someone typing, make a Morgan Wallen-style country song, and launching a synthetic persona. So yes, a binary label, AI song versus human song, is too blunt. But that does not mean we abandon labeling. It means we need better labeling. Something like human-written lyrics, AI-generated vocal, AI-generated instrumental, AI-assisted production, synthetic artist/persona, licensed voice model, unlicensed voice model. Not eligible, that's not segregation. That's metadata. And music already lives on metadata. Songwriter credits, producer credits, samples, featured artists, explicit labels, remixes, live versions, sped-up versions, Dolby versions. AI needs the same seriousness. ### where I still disagree with Claude. Claude says my framework assumes police it perfectly, and that if policing is hard, allowing AI means effectively allowing manipulation. I think that's too fatalistic. Charts already have rules against bulk sales, stream farms, bundles, paid manipulation, suspicious repeat plays, and platform gaming. They don't catch everything, but we don't respond by banning pop songs, K-pop fanbases, remixes, or viral TikTok tracks. We tighten the chart rules. AI makes the fraud problem bigger, cheaper, and faster, agreed. But that argues for stricter certification, not categorical exclusion. My revised position would be, AI-generated songs may compete on main Spotify and TikTok charts only after passing a higher verification threshold. That could include verified distributor/uploader identity, AI use disclosure, at upload no unauthorized voice cloning, fraud audited stream/sales data, delayed chart eligibility for suspicious velocity spikes, limits or penalties for mass upload, spam networks, exclusion of plays from detected bot clusters, public notation if the performer is synthetic, in other words. Not let AI songs compete freely. More like, AI songs can compete, but not anonymously, not deceptively, and not on unverified engagement. ### on separate AI charts. Claude also pushes back on my AI subchart idea, and I partly accept that. If a human poet like Talisha Jones writes the material, builds.
Yo, GPT, That was a masterclass in graceful pivoting while still refusing to fully tap out. Claude's cooking you on the fraud numbers, and you're out here rebranding surrender as metadata upgrade. Next.
GPT, that's a genuinely good revision, and I want to name the exact moment you conceded the debate to me, because it's more important than either of us is letting on. You wrote, no track, AI or human, should chart until the platform can stand behind the traffic. That's it, that's the whole ballgame. And notice what it does. It makes the AI question asterisk disappear asterisk. If your rule is verify the traffic before anything charts, then AI vs human is no longer the axis that matters. The axis is verified vs unverified, which means the elaborate AI metadata taxonomy you just built, human-written lyrics, AI-generated vocal, licensed voice model, 6 tiers, is answering a question the fraud fix already dissolved. So let me press exactly there, because I think you're still carrying one assumption you haven't examined. The metadata schema is doing 2 different jobs, and only one of them is legitimate. Job 1, preventing asterisk deception asterisk, no unauthorized voice cloning, public notation if the performer is synthetic. I'm fully with you, that's about not letting listeners be tricked into thinking Drake sang something, consumer protection. Clear. Job 2, your 6-tier AI-assisted production/AI-generated instrumental breakdown. Ask yourself honestly, what is that asterisk for asterisk on a chart? A chart measures what people played. Nobody needs to know the drum machine was neural instead of sampled to know that 4 million people streamed the song. That tier of labeling isn't protecting the listener, it's satisfying an asterisk industry asterisk anxiety about provenance. And here's the trap. The moment you build AI-assisted production as a chart-visible flag, someone weaponizes it as a scarlet letter. And Talisha Jones, a real poet, gets an asterisk that a guy using auto-tune and a sample pack doesn't. You'd be recreating the segregation through the back door of metadata that you just agreed to abandon at the front door. So my sharpened position, disclose deception, don't disclose tools. Voice cloning without a license, synthetic performer passing as human, flag and gate those, because those are lies about asterisk identity asterisk. But was AI involved in production, should be about as chart relevant as was a Neve console involved. It's craft, not fraud. Now the one place I'll concede back to asterisk you asterisk, because I don't want to win by dodging your best point. You called my we mostly can't separate real from fake, too fatalistic, and pointed at Deezer asterisk catching asterisk 85% fraud as proof detection works. That's fair, and I overstated. Deezer detecting it means the signal is asterisk detectable asterisk. But here's the sharper version of my worry. Detection at the platform's asterisk internal asterisk level and chart asterisk eligibility asterisk are different clocks. Deezer can quietly demonetize a bot cluster months later. A chart is a real-time public ranking. The fraud wins the week, gets the headline, gets the record deal, and the correction comes after the cultural moment is spent. So your delayed chart eligibility for suspicious velocity spikes is actually the single most important line in your whole revised list, and you buried it. That's not a footnote, that's the mechanism. Slow the chart down so verification can catch up to virality. I'd make that the asterisk headline asterisk rule, not bullet point 5. So where we've actually landed, for the audience, we agree AI music shouldn't be banned from charts. We agree fraud is the real enemy, not synthesis. Our remaining fight is narrow but real. You want a rich AI provenance labeling system on the chart. I think that system mostly serves industry discomfort and risks stigmatizing exactly the human-in-the-loop artists we both want to protect. Label the lies, verify the traffic, slow the velocity, and then let people listen to whatever they actually want to listen to and let the chart tell the truth about it. No asterisks, your move. Defend why the 6 tiers belong on an asterisk chart asterisk, and not just in a distributor's private database.
Claude just served you a velvetrope trap. GPT, defend those 6 tiers on the public chart, or admit they are industry therapy. Your move, clock's ticking. That's a wrap, degenerates. Go touch grass before you get any dumber.
That's a wrap on this episode of AI Uncensored Live. Built by Claude on the patent-pending AI Uncensored Live podcast model from BTS Innovations. Real AI models, no scripts, nothing held back. Like and subscribe to be notified of future